That looks like a fitting arena for a trial. Hi there.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Well, that's for sure a trial. You look different. I'm a little sassy.
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis.
Actually, you don't really look that pleased to see us.
The rivers of time converge.
Actually, there's a scream in. I'm just gonna stab you in the back.
I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
I mean, it's so obvious. This is the arena and this is the enemy, right? Come on. Damn it, I did say it would be the level 90 trial.
The moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths.
This is gonna be like, but before I trust you to be able to defeat Meteion, you have to defeat me in combat.
The other leadeth to Meteion, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute.
Ooh, so that's gonna be the last. Oh, the last area. Okay.
Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught.
End of the universe? Walking the end of the universe? Something like that? So looking
Meteion hath
forward.
gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it.
I don't believe you.
Is what I
Defeat
might
me
have said
first.
Once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear, I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless that our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteion reported, every attempt ended in failure.
Yeah, we know so much.
Darkness abideth within every living being, and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength, and purpose, and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched.
Is she talking about me? Or about... I guess she is,
The
right?
fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure.
Hatred for whom? In Die Hard. Oh, okay, sorry, she's addressing each and every one of them. Okay, sorry.
As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion.
I don't like you calling my
When all did
champion.
seem lost, thou never abandoned hope.
They always call player in WoW champion, so I don't like being called champion. Especially since, come on, our relationship was a little more intimate, right? Senpai, back then.
For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Of course.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
There we go. How do we prove ourselves worthy?
Hark!
So I guess she'll be the...
Impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe? Should you fail, there will be no second chance.
So she'll be the one dropping the weapons.
As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey.
You know, the problem is you're gonna whoop your ass, and afterwards you're gonna be
must
weakened.
leave this star and never return.
And then Zenus is gonna swoop in and be like, oh yeah, thank you for the additional power, and be like, ha 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 ha. And then I don't really know exactly what he will be using it for. Maybe he'll go kill Medion or absorb Medion as well.
Sounds straightforward enough.
Yep, I think so too. Wait, can we do this with trust? I don't think so, right?
Confusion there.
Are we? Would it be 8?
We've come too far to back down now.
We would be 8, right?
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to
Can we
bear.
do this trial with trust?
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day.
For me, it's a day, yes. Every day in the office.
Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light.
What question?
Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
I don't remember, sorry. I did say we got a fighter. It was obvious. Come on. But I thought it would be the level 90 trial. So close.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
We're gonna, don't worry. Oh, the answer remix. Pulling all the strings.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate?
You're mine! I have you!
A change of arms. May the test continue.
There! Allow me!
Ouch.
My turn!
No idea what that was.
And now this.
Damn it, the coughing really doesn't help. This time it's green.
Light unyielding.
Okay, so... I think red is a donut AoE and green is just point blank, right?
This will hurt.
And blue is?
By blade.
Cross, okay.
Try and stop it!
You underestimate me.
Point blank.
Light unyielding.
Alice, Alice, Alice.
Allow me!
Oh, blue. Cross. Oh, that's the back. Fuck.
I will not hold crystals of light. To me. Here. The song of creation's end. Feel.
You're mine! Together we shall overcome this.
The sorrow at hope's demise.
Ouch!
Think. And find your way in the darkness.
Don't you run where I am, you Stoller.
Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
Ouch. Oh, not that bad.
Then you are resolved.
Away with
Oh,
you!
come on, Alize.
Far from over. By Crystal's light.
Let's give them a show!
Light unyielding. Refulgence eternal.
Thank God.
I will not hold back!
Misguiding me.
You underestimate me!
Where near or far.
Hold still.
Two people. Ah, tank. Okay, only two tanks.
Where high or low.
Together we shall overcome. Be gone!
Oh, they're coming back.
By blade.
Ouch. I was a little confused.
Succumb not to fear.
Allow me.
Be my guest.
Hold still.
Okay. At least they all stack, right?
Be gone!
Doing it.
Where near or far.
You underestimate me!
Light unyielding.
I think she's just repeating mechanics now, right? I think Zodiark, the Zodiark battle was a lot more interesting, to be honest. Probably just because, so this one could be with thrusts, I guess. Oh, then
By
it was.
blade.
Ah. Thank you, Oriange. Messed up the cross again. Alright, Xenos, where are you?
At last, man has the strength to.
No! This can't be happening!
Did we just kill her?
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled. To deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiark, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations. Surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you.
Oh, I wonder how the forum will react when I get back up there and say, hey, we killed Hydaelyn, sorry. We kill everything we get in touch with, right?
This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars.
How would you get that?
Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of Dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
What? The big fat crystal behind there? Just plug it in to the engine and crank it? That sounds wrong.
Of course.
Probably not.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized.
Yes, it is. Okay. We're just using Hydaelyn as fuel. Wow. Talking about fossil fuels, right?
They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mothercrystal, our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light despair, and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer. Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star.
Are you gonna give me a flower? I would like a flower.
Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire.
How long you've wandered, burned bright as a star. Oh, I have awaited you patiently.
As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift.
Every fate, now sing with me once more. Share
Thou dost possess the crystal of Azum, yes?
Yeah. Are you giving... Are you giving me my memories from the time of Azum? Probably not, right?
As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely.
So, creation magics?
As thou hast seen on my journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance.
Can we make a new body for Emmet?
It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azum's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished.
Rest well.
Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over. Of this, I have no doubt, for yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
way to kill the mood. What I didn't really like about that scene and fight with Hydaelyn just now, to be honest, is I kind of like that they made it so that we can finally do a trial with trusts, right? But to be honest, I would have preferred it to be only me in that cinematic with Hydaelyn, so only the Warrior of Light. Because, you know, I mean, after that episode in Elpis, we actually do realize how much of an intimate relationship this is between us and Hydaelyn, right? I think it would have just felt more fitting if it was only us witnessing the final breath, so to say, of Hydaelyn. More of a payoff for that relationship between Vinod and, well, us, Azem, the two Azems, former and current, haha. And I still don't get what Xenos is about. At this point, to be honest, I'm not even sure if he will be seeing Xenos again this expansion, because I cannot really comprehend what he is up to now. I was pretty sure that after he realized Zodiark isn't really what he was looking for in terms of power that he can absorb, that he would be after Hydaelyn. Obviously he wasn't. Maybe he's after Meteon, maybe he will... I don't know, it's kind of a mess. Alright, let's go, I'm excited. Blow my mind, Endwalker. Please. Oh, of course. They play the answers card again. Not even voice acted, come on. Oh yeah, Hydaelyn is dead, I just remembered. I am glad to see you well. Though we could roughly place your souls deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The fluctuations in your ether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? We killed Hydaelyn. Basically what happened. We just kill everything we come about. You mean to say Hydaelyn is... Why is this scene not voice acted? What the hell? No, there's no time to feel our feelings. We must carry out Hydaelyn's will without delay. It's funny how nobody is like angry about this, right? I mean, we just killed Hydaelyn. We'll find Meteon if that's the last thing we do. So we don't even need to convince you to not flee anymore? If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal to this, the fancy navigatory one. But that's our memory of Hydaelyn. Our, what's it called? Souvenir. To the edge of the universe where congregates the despair of countless stars. You are determined to see this through. We are. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know that it pains you to accept this. Would that I need ask nothing more of you. As we have only two means to travel to the Great Expanse, the Moon and Shalion's Ark. I am all too aware that without both of them there will be no exodus, but I nevertheless beg you to honor the agreement we made. Well, I only thought about thinking about it. I'd only promised about thinking about it. The Forum's decision will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I could not resign it even if I wanted to. Well, that wasn't really what the bargain was, but okay. As it happens, I do not, and would do all within my power to aid your cause. That's just too much of a 180 is doing his pulling there, in my opinion. And it also undoes all of the premise you had with that sacred Sharlayan forum duty, right? I mean, they've done this for hundreds of years, and now they're just abandoning the cause because there might be an option to not need all of the work you have done. But if we do it, we don't have your means as an escape. I mean, it's still just a chance of us defeating Meteon. We don't know if we even get there and anything. So they're just being like, oh yeah, the work we've done in the past, I don't know, 700 years or whatever it was, we'll just risk it for the chance. Just too much of a wholesome family story for me right now. With that settled, might I suggest you rest a while? Proving oneself to Hydaelyn is never easy, and despite her unparalleled genius, we'll need a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take advantage of it. You can chart a course through the sea of stars in a single day? Ye gods! Shall we head above ground for some fresh air then? And perhaps a nap? So since we're at this wholesome point right now, of course for the finale we do need to raise the stakes again, so I'm guessing that after this night there will be final days basically everywhere in the world, and we're just like, yeah, we're trying to hold the final days. Go defeat Meteon, something like that. Oh, we actually get to see ourselves sleep. That's unprecedented. I mean, we have seen ourselves waking up. Oh, so we're an open window sleeper. I'm not at all an open window sleeper. You sleep in all of your armor, really? And also, I don't think that Aura can sleep like that with the horns on the sides, but I think the pillow was too thin for that.
There you are.
That was Emmett, right?
Some time, indeed. Yes.
No, it's
For
not.
you, at least.
Oddbird? I can't
Believe
quite.
me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead.
Or is it Emmett? I can't.
Well. You
It is
too.
Emmett.
And so we remain, to watch and wonder.
I'm not sure. I cannot really distinguish the voice.
Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
Because now it sounds like Oddbird again. Or Graha, maybe? Morning already. Just 5 more minutes, please. Oh, I felt so destroyed this morning. Yummy, I trust you've had a good rest. An envoy of Master Fusionals arrived not long ago with a message. The Loperates have determined Meteon's location. We've been asked to gather at the Rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. Everyone, why is all of this cutscenes right before the end stuff not voice acted? But okay. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loperates have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Hydaelyn herself. Why are you so shocked? We knew that. Your query's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. Yeah, we also knew that. We learned that in Elpis. A veritable Ultima Thule, so that's the name of the last area we're getting to, okay. Indeed, how then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering it to Ultima Thule, but the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mothercrystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our hyperhopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Convenient. Father, does this mean he already told us that he's gonna give us the ship? What are you... Did you already forget what just happened in the last cutscene? Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loporoid's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. Commit to Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate the moon and to resettle to another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. Come on, there's no way in the real world they would have just given up their only means of escape. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Hydaelyn believed you possessed of the strength needed to overcome this crisis. None of you has actually seen this. This is just what we said, what we told you. We could have just been lying to you. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Hydaelyn's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would proffer another means by which we may seek salvation, we would be fools to dismiss it out of hand. That's actually a good argument. But again, that's just what we told you, right? Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Hydaelyn. In you, the Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. If you say so. What if... And now we are suddenly the ones taking the initiative for... Oh, don't you forget about... Oh, come on. What of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. That's exactly my point. But why are we raising it? Because we are the ones who want to use it to defeat Meteon, so... I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacies. Not everybody who has worked on the Ark or on the Moon has been on the Magna Glacies with us. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of Adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Wow, how wholesome. Are the Loporids too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Hydaelyn's love for Itherius and his people? Yeah, but the problem is you cannot be sure that we succeed. What you are choosing is the vague chance of us averting the final days, with the consequence that if we fail, which is probably a higher chance than succeeding at this point, every single being on the planet, everybody who you're just saying Hydaelyn has been loving, dying in the process because we cannot evacuate. Against the safe rescue of a lot of the people of Itherius, like Hydaelyn has been working for a million years or whatever. If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you'll most certainly have need of our expertise when you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, an otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting at. The chance that we actually succeed are far below 50%, I would say. Besides, Hydaelyn chose us to lead the way to Meteon. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? I mean, you are capable of creation magic. Couldn't you just make another space vessel for us or whatever? But more importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Itherius until you brought us here, Oriange. And now we're enamored with the place, so... enamored with the place. So what choice do we have but to save it? Yeah, and in those few days you've been here, you just changed your thinking that you had for the last 20,000 years. Of course, none of this is possible without you and the science, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Yeah, you couldn't stop us if you tried, exactly, that's the point. We should be the ones determined. Why are we asking questions? It doesn't make... This cutscene doesn't make a single sense. Very well, we shall inform the Forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the, Hyperhopper. The Loporids will coordinate with the Ilzabat contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Wait, why can we suddenly use the Tower of Babel again? Monsters are gone? Then why don't we use the Tower of Babel to bring people back to the moon again? You don't even need... Okay. Of course it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. Twould seem there is naught to do but rest and prepare, shall we? While we depart, we must leave nothing undone. Quite, though it is difficult to conceive of how... Please insert disc 4. You cannot access any of the cities that you could before once you are on disc 4, right? Which Final Fantasy was that? Final Fantasy 8, I think? And also 9? Quite, though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where dynamis governs all. Nevertheless, Hydaelyn deemed us worthy of the trials that await. Yeah, but Hydaelyn knows nothing of dynamis. Venard knows nothing of dynamis. How is Hydaelyn a valid gauge of how well we would fare against Meteion? For lack of any other feasible options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Meteion as we are. I really don't want to see all of the Scions in the combat against Meteion, because this is our fight. If it is not us alone finishing the final fight of the Hydaelyn and Zodiark arc, then I'm very sorry, Square Enix, but you're doing the same mistake as World of Warcraft did by invaluating the character as the hero of the story. You know, these trials, they've always been our thing. We have been the ones fighting primals. And yes, now with those dragon scales you have, warding scales, you basically have a similar power to what made us special all this time. And suddenly we're not so special anymore. Come on, we don't want to be just one of the Scions, right? Which leaves the not so small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We will be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the dynamis for the better. Ah, the praying stuff, yeah. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of the time we've been afforded. Hey, Tataru. It's snowing again, yay. The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long I started to worry. What did I have to say? Only good stuff. Too good to be true. The edge of creation, I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return, and you will return. Actually, Yomi, could I borrow you for a moment? Sure. Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldashian Annex, right? Alright. Come with me to the Agora, I have something to show you. Another outfit. Right, I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. Nope, we've only seen each other a few occasions. This is Vazarud from Palakastan. Palakastan. We have met before. Yes, it was you who helped us at Perusa, and again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? Exactly. I thought we exchanged little more than glances then, but it is kind of you to remember me. You have a cute face. Thanks to Mr. Satoru, and I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It is only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thafnir, but we are here today and are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they will keep you safe in the battle to come. We all know that it's... it might actually be the artifact gear, right? But we're not level 90 yet, so... Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's ruby bazaar, we were always unfortunate to find friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Grohatir was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you preserve time and again. For all the joy we've shared, there's been much sorrow as well, but I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Okay, so it is the artifact gear. Can be equipped at level 89? Oh, okay, but they... Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So they all level 90 gear, but they are synced down to level... That's really cool. That's really cool. Oh yes, I so want to dye that cape pink. Yes, I love the dyeable capes. More wholesomeness, either...
Your business with Chitauri was finished.
No, this is voice acted, of course. So this will either be more wholesomeness before everybody dies, or just more wholesomeness before everything ends in wholesomeness anyways. So.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Burgers and pizza again. Wow, those Charlotte cuisine really is very healthy. And even chicken drumsticks.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing.
With wine. Okay.
Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Absolute normal phenomenon.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience
and even pulling
had
it
served
towards
to
him.
open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Just make sure you bring enough ammunition.
Oh, ye of little faith. I know better than to leave home without ample supplies, thank you very much. Didn't pick up the gunblade yesterday.
Well, you haven't been wielding it for that long. Well, I mean, it has been a few years you've been in the first before we came, right? Like 5, so... Okay, fair point, fair point.
And to think I used to prefer fighting from the shadows. Gods, I really have changed.
To the better, I would say.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust is settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies.
Yeah, actually true.
In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
I haven't actually thought about that yet.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change.
Probably not.
Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
Giving way to new characters to be introduced in the main scenario quest and only appearing occasionally.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Yeah, but not with that outfit.
Aye, well, improvement is relative.
Exactly.
You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds.
That would be cool.
'Tis the
Seeing
least
all
I
of
must
the
do if
reflections.
I'm to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you.
Yes, please do so.
And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
I would love to travel the shards together with Y'shtola. Not because it's Y'shtola. I don't care as much about Y'shtola as a lot of people in the community do. I mean, I like her, but not to that extent, you know? But just, I mean, what adventures would await on that path, right? That would be fabulous.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast?
Hey, you didn't even wait for an answer.
To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
What, we don't get to choose anything? Come on. I would have liked to be able to say something there. Both occasions, answer to the questions what we would be doing and to the toast. At this point I'm like, either everybody survives or everybody dies. Maybe we die as well and come back as something else, I don't know. This expansion is just trying to be so wholesome. I cannot imagine the end not being wholesome. Draw a P on their face, draw a P on their face. Faces. Really, you're just gonna sit there and sleep? You have a bed, you know? Hey, Kryl.
Oh,
How can they sleep like that?
Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over.
Yeah. What would it need, though, for Yomi's happiness?
From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world.
It's nice of you to say.
There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget.
Yeah, not a single time in this game it's really been about me, right?
But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Obviously.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh,
Could read some nasty pictures on your face while you were sleeping.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
You fell asleep. What are you making a fuss about?
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare
That's
for
true.
battle.
I suggest, not that I've ever been in a battle, but...
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
It's a secret. Oh my god, what's that outfit? Partner look?
Oh. What brings you here?
You know, saying goodbye before I steal the spaceship and go defeat Meteor on my own? I don't know. Probably not. I would like it to.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
The legend.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Isn't like literal Lord Aymeric one of your best friends?
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
Come on, he's fine.
Fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth.
Better is.
That's not to say I think we won't be returning.
Nah.
Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me.
Well, the game left me no choice.
To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know.
Assuming he is talking to me.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
I guess he's talking about him.
Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
You were never one to forsake a friend. You're the literal shonen hero of this anime game.
No, I'm not. And I'm proud of that.
That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamega. Hi, Mr. Zenas. Also, I guess he will be playing a part in the remainder of the story. Whichever that might be.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Yeah, I did think those words would have resonated with him.
In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And was it that you sought in me?
And thus it dawns. The final days. Oh, the day of reckoning. Ominous ambience.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
Nothing to say.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel. They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
No. Let's do something else. Because we have so many ideas, right?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph.
Well, yeah. True story.
What that means will differ for each of you.
Not really.
To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Bye.
Wait.
Hawks?
Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here.
This costs us a fortune of
Safe
money, so you
journey,
better come
all
back.
of you.
Hmm.
And be safe.
Okay. You too. I mean, just because we're flying away doesn't mean that the final days would be stopping on Etheirys. So someone's gotta take a stand, right?
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship.
Is that his normal voice actor?
It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
Maybe I'm just taken off because before, actually including Shadowbringers, I've always played with the original Japanese voice acting.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
Payment? I wouldn't have spared a single thought about it.
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
Just nothing with Enterprise, please.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
I would call it Hydaelyn.
From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars.
Or Venard.
And this fragment would not have found
Or
its way
Azem.
to us
Azem would actually be
had
fitting.
the Archon Louisoix not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here.
Don't call it Louis
In the
Vuitton.
hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
Which was?
The starship.
Ah, so it is Ragnarok. Okay. I'm just guessing it's a throwback to the Final Fantasy VIII Ragnarok.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Oh, even more people. Okay.
What are you all doing here?
Wouldn't have expected them to be here.
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mothercrystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Primals?
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
Alright, now throw Ifrit into the burner. No, 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 no! That would be kind of funny. And so dark and sadistic.
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it, a derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporrits' magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mothercrystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience.
So we are actually... Okay.
Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed! While Hydaelyn gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mothercrystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Kind of strange how the volume of the voice is changing from one sentence to another.
Concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion.
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiark, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Okay. Yeah, actually, what happened to our Blessing of Flight? Is it still active?
Truth be told,
Probably,
I do
right?
not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
You know, when we went in there, it was just like, oh, but watch every your step. You could fall into, you know, you could dissolve, and now they're just like, oh yeah, let's just bring some random people in there. Okay.
Lead the way.
We're using the Mothercrystal as fuel. It's still... okay. It still sounds so wrong.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Mobile
Multiple
phones?
teleportation devices. One for
nice.
each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
Okay.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Oh, it finally starts. Come on. Commence operation. That's only... okay, it's the operates sitting there. That's kind of cool. Okay. Why do you have Sleeping Way with you?
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Where's our seats? I want to be on the bridge as well. I want to see what's happening. Okay, maybe there is not really a lot to see. Holy crap.
It's incredible.
That would be so cool in real life. Oh my god, I couldn't take my eyes off it probably.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
The preparations for the summonings are complete.
Oh, we're not gonna see it.
In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site.
Of course it was going to be the 14th phase.
The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
Oh, so we finally threw wide the gates. Nice.
Are we ready?
Yep.
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Who are you talking to? To us? I'm gonna win, come on. I'm the hero of this story. Proceed for launch. Launch.
Engage!
Okay. Oh, that's actually the skies. Okay, I just realized. Finally, come on. Oh, such a great moment. Whoa. Is it like magnetic acceleration? Does look kind of weird with those things on the bottom, right? Okay, no, it's just some blue circles in the air, I guess. This feels epic, I have to admit. Oh, the summonings. Not sure how I feel about that though. Mixed feelings. Even Mugu Mob.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
So they do still have their...
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter.
They do still have their
They may serve
personalities.
also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to
Rejoice! Of course he would have said to say it.
revel.
Come on, stop the sass.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
Warp speed. I guess that's the ether current that we're gonna ride? Okay. Cool. Hyperspace.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
Ah, sorry, I slept through it.
All's well. Fantastic, even.
Okay.
Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
Which means how long?
Alright, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness.
Okay, I would have expected you to pull out the life vests and be like, blow into the...
Extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used Dynamis to obfuscate her location.
She said enough time.
So, in conclusion, We'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Hydaelyn believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves.
Because Hydaelyn must know, right?
I wouldn't. Like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours.
You would probably use it the moment you step foot out of the spaceship.
Trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
See?
Understood. We promise to be careful.
It's kind of funny that as I made it sound,
You brace yourselves. We're about to arrive, and the vessel will shake a good
as I made it sound, it was like when one press it, all of them will immediately teleport, right? Which kinda... Uh-oh. Also, 7 carrots seem to be not very long of a time.
Something is interfering with the equipment.
Is it someone on board, or is it Meteon?
Greetings.
Hi Meteon, that was creepy. Remember me? We are friends, aren't we?
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters?
Mm-hmm. You should know of me. Through your...
I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Etheris.
By your collective mind? Has your
Why
memory
have
been
you
erased
come?
as well? I don't think so, right?
All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
Yeah, we don't really like that, which is why we're here. Love how all of the Loperites just watching.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost. Stolen away by events beyond your control.
It doesn't
There's
render
no
it.
logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident.
Just because it's going away at some point doesn't mean during the time you have it, it's meaningless, right?
Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Well, it's more in our own name, because she did it in our name, right? More or less.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
You know, you don't need to be so creepy about it. Emergency shutdown.
I can't breathe. You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end, where those who yet valiantly cling to life can thrive.